If time travel is possible, why haven't we met a time traveler yet? And when we did meet one, how do we understand they weren't faking it? In 1998, a gentleman from the name of John Titor arrived from the future. Or so he said. In his deadline, as he promised, General Electric had managed to invent time traveling in the year 2034. He showed and explained his time travel device in fantastic detail. And then Titor vanished, as abruptly as he seemed. Did he finish his assignment? Or was it real at all? When we demonstrated that somebody has traveled from a different time, it would be quite cool for science. Though it might override Albert Einstein's theory of relativity. Time offers leadership. Collectively they form a space-time continuum. And it may be affected by gravity. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, gravity is a curve in space-time. And technically, because space and time are one, gravity can bend time in addition to space. However, you'd need something really big to notice any changes in the movement of time. In case you somehow managed for yourself near a black hole, enjoy Sagittarius A, you would be experiencing time at half speed compared to people on Earth. This is since Sagittarius A packs a mass of 4 million suns into an infinitely dense point, producing a powerful gravitational field around it. Another way to travel in time would be to move really fast. The closer you get to the speed of light, the slower time moves for you. If you're a passenger on a train that somehow could be traveling at 99% of the speed of light, for every year you spend on the rail, 223 years could have passed straight back at the station. That would make you a time traveler to the future. Titor claimed that this tiny machine is what made time travel possible in any way. The C-204, as he called it, allowed him to control gravity with the help of 2 microsingularities that were packaged inside. It also had gravity sensors to lock the device and time traveler in a fixed place in space. Titor had this machine installed in a vehicle, pretty much as the great old, time-traveling DeLorean did. But it would only take him as far as 60 years out of his time. Proving that someone really is a time traveler might be even tougher than time travel. Time travelers can make predictions about the near future, show their futuristic technology, or perhaps experience some genetic testing to encourage their story. Perhaps the best way to prove time travel would be to take you with them on their next experience. Naturally, there are easier ways to show the possibility of time travel. In 2009, the world-famous theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking threw a party. Hawking did not send invitations off until after the party. He considered that when travelers from the future came ahead of the invitation has been published, that could show that time travel will become potential one day. That does not mean time travel is impossible. There's a chance that time travelers in the future will learn how to use wormholes or bridges in space-time. We haven't seen one of these yet, but the theory of general relativity predicts that they exist. The largest problem with wormholes is that they're deflecting and collapse too quickly to get an individual traveler to go through. But maybe the reason nobody attended Hawking's party is that time travel might not be that precise. Possibly the guests out of the future failed to arrive, but they were too late for the celebration. Or maybe going back in time is strictly illegal for time travelers, because if they do, they might alter their deadline completely. Perhaps they're only trying to prevent the danger of spreading any diseases from the far future. Or possibly the info about time traveling is so highly classified that just a few folks are trusted with that. Possibly traveling back to time is not possible after all. Maybe time can only move forward rather than backward. Perhaps John Titor was just one big lie. We've got a couple more years until 2034 to learn. In a sense, we already have time travelers in our lifetime. Astronauts on the International Space Station are going at 8 kilometers per second, 5 miles per second. This leaves them age slower, even though the distinction is measured in hundredths of a second. But if you are listening, you are invited to a reception for some time travelers hosted by Stephen Hawking. No RSVP is required. And if you've got a chance to jump into a spaceship and enjoy the time-traveling ramifications of a black hole, just make sure not to fall into that gravitational monster. But that's a story for another Get Value. We hope you are learning something new every day from our videos. If you want us to cover a specific topic, let us know in the comments section below. We are doing our bit to spread awareness about the common health conditions and exciting topics. Do your part by sharing this video with your friends and social circle. Thank you. Get value by subscribing our Get Value channel. Thank you.